Alrighty guys, it's like 4 so in the morning. Let's see what this thing's got for compression. Trying not to bang on anything. There's my side plate. Just a scooch over 180. You'll see it drop when the gauge drifts down a little bit. The other day, this had 160. I did tighten my squish up a little bit. I took it from 21 to 17. I think with the chamber a little bit more. I wanted, I put all I did to assemble it is I dipped a little oil on this rag and wiped just a smidge of oil when I assembled it. So I'm assuming probably after it runs and gets warmed up, I'll probably drop down about 175, and then once this new ring breaks in, it should come back to about 180 or so cold, maybe 185. That's what I was shooting for. It's sitting at 17 squish now, but yep. I noticed when I was first running it, the clutch was wanting to escape, so I popped the spring out of the clutch and took 3 coils off it and folded it back up and put the clutch back together. The clutch has the spring has some heavy duty wear, so I suspect it was a light spring on the clutch making that happen. So I got that fixed. I took some steel epoxy, the little tube that you cut off a section, mix up, and filled in that hole there. Because I don't want nothing coming in. I'm feeding it through this piece. And it looks like with the gas tank all. So we're going to be doing a Saver BPM 7E spark plug, because that is what I have. I could not find an NGK version in my crummy town. So with the one ring, it still drifts down, but that's okay. Set this over here. So all I got left to do, I got the clutch on. Waiting for a carb kit, which I don't know. Depending on how later today goes, I might just bolt the carburetor together with the old parts. I didn't want to be fighting a tune though. But I'm also anxious to see how it's going to run. I noticed there was some rubbing going on this return line to the primer bulb or purge bulb, so I put a protector over it. Tuck that back down until that epoxy dries. But yeah, I got the muffler sitting on the stove. I figured while I had it off, I'd paint it, because I didn't paint it last time. And I did slot the coil just a little bit more. This is what there's my calipers. That is the bum pair. Where is my good pair? Let me pause you guys so I can find them. Alrighty, I found my good pair. I don't know if this is just getting wore out or what, but this is saying it's 8,000 thick. I wonder why whenever I use that thing, I always seem a little too tight. I just used a business card, which is showing 14. So I used a business card to set the gap on the coil there, and I notched just a little. I don't know if you guys can see in there. I notched out just a little bit on the cylinder and on that Bakelite piece. So I could get that up higher, because I cut a little bit more off the base, you know. I didn't touch any of the other ports, so at most everything might have moved a half a degree with what I cut off it. I ain't gonna throw a wheel back on it to check it, but I'm hoping between this, a little bit of tweaking, I'm not going to advance the timing in this thing, not right yet, because the very first one, I actually think I lost some power on the dyno, because I think I had the timing a little too far advanced, and I just figured screw it, roll with it. But yeah, so it's close. I still gotta make my mind up. I gotta tuck the plug wire, and then I gotta make my mind up on where I'm gonna put the switch, and then gotta wait till I get the carburetor fixed. But I am seriously thinking about cutting this up. Of course, my buddy said that these are very hard to find, so I don't know. I think it would look better with it on there. It would make me feel a little better about, you know, the way it would look. I decided to go with this filter. I'm probably gonna make that bolt down on there. It's just gonna be welding one tab on there. Weld one tab on it, actually. Now, weld a thick enough piece of aluminum, I can just tap the piece of aluminum as the nut. Not like this is going to hold much on there. But, yep, so that's the update on the FCO 152 grudge match build. I'm coming for you, Tanton. I can take you. If you do beat me, you earned it, buddy. I am not very familiar with these saws, but yeah, we'll get there. I guess if you beat me, I'll end up buying another cylinder and trying a different formula, because this formula is totally different from the first one I did. So I went to the opposite end of the spectrum to see. That'll let me know, depending on how this behaves, which way these things like to be ported. I just don't have a lot of seat time on these. But, yep, I think I'm gonna go on and watch a movie, because there ain't really much else I can do on this thing tonight. Unless I want to put that carb together with the used kit. And on my Monday or Tuesday, my carb kit will show up. So, yeah. But, 'tis getting there. So, you guys take it easy. Have a good one. Enjoy.